Perseverance. People of every culture and every period have recognized the value of perseverance. If plants and animals could articulate the key principles they live by, perseverance would be chief amongst them. The I Ching is the world's oldest book and the mother source of almost all Eastern thought and culture. Hexagram 32 is variously translated as duration or perseverance, and it eloquently expresses the value of a meaningful sort of endurance, recognized as a key virtue by the ancient Chinese. And I definitely recognize it as a key virtue in my life, where my moods go up and down. Sometimes my morale is challenged, but I focus on persevering and doing persevering in meaningful things, and that helps me work past the vicissitudes of moods and mechanical resistance and other things that could challenge perseverance. So this is some quotes on perseverance from the Wilhelm Baines I Ching. Duration, success, no blame. Perseverance furthers. It furthers one to have somewhere to go. Duration is not worn down by hindrances. It is not a state of rest, for mere standstill is regression. Duration is rather the self-contained and therefore self-renewing movement of an organized, fully integrated whole, taking place in accordance with immutable laws and beginning anew at every ending. So likewise, the dedicated man embodies an enduring meaning in his way of life, and thereby the world is formed. The I Ching also defines perseverance as embodying an enduring meaning. It is not merely getting by, nor does it mean frantic busyness or focused, disciplined effort toward unworthy goals. And this is my language now, of course, not the I Ching. Perseverance only counts if you are persevering in something that counts. When people lack this sort of implicit perseverance, a will to overcome difficulties and inertia, to generate meaning and life-affirming value, I find little enthusiasm to help them and instinctively avoid their company. For example, I know a young man who is highly talented, charismatic, and benevolent, but lacks warrior discipline and meaningful goals. He's the kind of person who says no worries a lot. But from my vantage, he needs some worries and could greatly benefit from the right sort of anxiety. He's great at carefree appreciation of life and is kind to friends. But to me, his life seems flaccid and self-indulgent. He has no fire in the belly to contribute significantly to the world. I find his carefree approach to be lackadaisical and irksome. I would rather be around someone much less talented who is struggling to achieve worthy goals. Although worthy goals are crucial, the I Ching advises that in pursuing them, it is best to be path-oriented rather than goal-oriented. For example, I have a goal of my work reaching a larger audience. The more I focus on that goal, the more doubt I experience because I have yet to achieve it. Where I make progress and feel best is when I put that goal out of mind and focus instead on the creative process, on doing the work itself. I persevere in doing the work and accept that I only have so much influence on how it is received and by how many. So it's sort of like, if the goal is to meet halfway with people and with the world and with fate. And so if I wasn't doing the creative work where I have had inspirations, that would be meeting less than halfway. But if I am constantly doubting and straining to reach more people, that's meeting more than halfway because the cosmos has to meet halfway too. And I'm not in control of where people spend their precious time and attention. Here are some classic ways that we undermine our perseverance. 1. We set up a deadline or linear progress map for success and fall into defeatism and self-pity when the territory is different than our imagined map and may take longer to achieve our goals. 2. We compare our situation to those of others who seem to have succeeded more quickly or completely than we have. This is called upward comparison, and research has correlated that tendency with unhappiness, while downward comparison, compassionately and with gratitude comparing our situation to those less fortunate, is correlated with happiness. 3. We surrender to inertia. As Jung said, I'm quoting from memory, man's greatest passion isn't sex, power, or money, it's laziness. In his Yoga Sutras, written around 150 BC, Patanjali said, again I'm quoting from memory, energy is like a muscle. It grows stronger through being used. If you have a big dream, a good rule of thumb is that it will probably take at least 2 hours of focused work every day to achieve it. 4. We surrender to darkness. We're stressed, anxious, exhausted, depressed, or in a state of emotional turmoil and feel we can't stay on the path. We quit or self-sabotage in various ways by self-medicating, surrendering to distraction, and we sacrifice the path of meaning. Consider this an auspicious time to examine your relationship to perseverance. And if you have time to listen a bit more, here are some quotes on perseverance. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would have come his way. Whatever you do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. And that was said by Goethe as paraphrased by John Anster. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking places. Anonymous. When the world says give up, hope whispers, try it one more time. Anonymous. When you come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Thomas Jefferson. It's not that I am so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Albert Einstein. Perseverance keeps honor bright. To have done is to hang quite out of fashion, like a rusty nail in monumental mockery. William Shakespeare, Troilus and Cressida. The drops of rain make a hole in the stone, not by violence, but by oft falling. Lucretius said that. Don't be discouraged. It's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. Anonymous. The great majority of men are bundles of beginnings. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Saints are sinners who kept on going. Robert Louis Stevenson. One may go a long way after one is tired. French proverb. As a means to success, determination has this advantage over talent, that it does not have to be recognized by others. Robert Brault said that. Difficult things take a long time, impossible things a little longer. Anonymous. Don't let the fear of the time it will take to accomplish something stand in the way of your doing it. The time will pass anyway. We might just as well put that passing time to the best possible use. Many of the great achievements in the world were accomplished by tired and discouraged men who kept on working. Einstein. Age wrinkles the body, quitting wrinkles the soul. Another Einstein quote. Paralyze resistance with persistence. Woody Hayes. No need for hope to get started, nor for success to persevere. William the Silent said that. Diamonds are only chunks of coal that stuck to their jobs, you see. Minnie Richard Smith said that. Waste no tears upon the blotted record of lost years, but turn the leaf and smile. Oh, smile to see the fair white pages that remain for life, that remain for thee. Sorry, I haven't read these quotes in years. Ella Wheeler Wilcox said that. Men fall much oftener from want of perseverance than from want of talent. William Cobbett. Success is sweet and sweeter if long delayed and gotten through many struggles and defeats. Amos Bronson Alcott said that. Man is a goal-seeking animal. His life only has meaning if he is reaching out and striving for his goals. Aristotle. Sitting down by the roadside to cry is no way to get the cart out of the mud. Shoulder to wheel, and on you go. And that was said by William Friedrich Wallet, The Public Life of W.F. Wallet, and it was published in 1878. Okay. People who are unable to motivate themselves must be content with mediocrity, no matter how impressive their other talents. Andrew Carnegie. But actually, we know that Andrew Carnegie's statement is not the whole truth, because a mistake that people make is to wait to be motivated to take action. And research shows that it's better to just take the action without waiting for motivation, and the motivation will come through action often. So it does not have to proceed. It does not have to. Motivation is a donkey that does not have to precede the cart, apparently. I always tell my kids, if you lay down, people will step over you. If you keep scrambling, if you keep going, someone will always give you a hand, always. But you got to keep dancing, you got to keep your feet moving, said Morgan Freeman. And Brad Pitt's character in World War Z tells this family that's staying in their apartment out of fear of the zombie apocalypse, you've got to move. Movement is life. So don't fall asleep in the snow. Got to keep going. There is a comfort in the strength of love. 'Twill make a thing endurable, which else would break the heart. William Wordsworth. He who has a strong enough why can bear almost any how, said Friedrich Nietzsche. Success consists of getting up just one more time than you fail. Oliver Goldsmith. Most people never run far enough on their first win to find out they've got a second. Give your dreams all you've got, and you'll be amazed at the energy that comes out of you. Like river strong, hold on thy course, seeking thy goal with forward tide, that naught can stop or turn aside. Sir William Beckett. And so some things that helped me learn more perseverance were marathon running and mountain climbing, where you definitely discover you can go a long way after being tired. And basically, just as Patanjali said in his Yoga Sutras, written before Christ, I believe, energy is like a muscle. It grows stronger through being used. So the more you persevere, the stronger your perseverance gets. So don't let resistance and discouragement stop you, and don't wait for motivation. Persevere.